So, unpopular opinion. Esther in the Bible, if you know the story, she isn't really a smart woman because the king of Persia and Media was like, ask me anything, even up to half my kingdom, and I'll give you. If I were Esther, I would have been like, okay, here's half my kingdom. The Jews come to this part of my kingdom, and in my part of my kingdom, there is no killing of Jews allowed. Hmm, sounds very smart. Honestly, imagine me being Queen Esther, the first female ruler of half of Persia and Media. Bossirus would be so proud of me. Okay, welcome guys to another video. Wish you a happy new year to you. Celebration to you. So, anyways, I just want to go straight to the topic because this has been a bigger topic than discussing how I'm doing today or even how you're doing today. So, as you can see from the title, I'm going to be exposing the Charlie Charlie hoax. As you can see, the title is Charlie Charlie Exposed, and straight to the point, a lot of people has been on this trend in Nigeria lately. People up and down Charlie Charlie challenge, doing the pencil stuff and shouting, "Hey, this thing is real! This is real! This is real!" It's not real, honestly speaking. But let's break it down first. So basically, what's it about? Okay, so spoiler alert. The name of the game isn't even Charlie Charlie. It's originally a Spanish game called Juego de la Lapicera. It was played by Spanish and Hispanic teenagers as a sort of dice roll or Ouija board way of answering questions that they had. For example, oh, they write different boys, let's say on the first quiz, and then put the pencil down. At least you guys know how it works now. And they now wait for the pencil to turn. And then wherever the pencil lands, that person probably has a crush on them. So the game was done Charlie Charlie in 2015, although it was introduced to the internet in 2008, but in 2015 was popularized when it went on the internet with the hashtag Charlie Charlie Challenge. And basically the thing blew up, people going up and down, being scared and all. The Christians came, denouncing the whole thing that is demonic and stuff. All these ones really brought hype in 2015, and it really sickens me that something that was practiced 2015 that has passed 2015 or 2015, as in how many years ago, up to 6 years myself, people will now start bringing it back to 2021. Like, Nigerians, please, Mona, calm down. Anyways, let's get to exposing the Charlie Charlie hoax. So when I brought this on the internet saying, "Oh guys, this is just a hoax, stop deceiving yourself," a lot of people were asking me, "Evans, how can you do this kind of thing now? This one, that one, this one, that one," asking me different questions, some intelligent, some unintelligent. But at the end of the day, I decided that I'm just going to make a video to state my point of view out and show you. So what makes the pencil turn? Basically, two things. One, center of gravity. Two, state of equilibrium. And three, subtle forces. Sorry, three, not two things. Don't mind me. Anyways, what does gravity or center of gravity therefore have to do with it? You carry the pencil. When you place it on the center of gravity of the when you place it on the center of gravity, the point of center of gravity rather, on the other pencil, it's able to balance at that position. I think that's very simple to understand. The center of gravity is where all the mass is now going to, and then we can now balance it easily on something that is not supposed to look balanced. It's basically a simple experiment everyone does. People carry ruler, then put a scale or something, and then balance it on top. It's very simple. That's the first concept. And then secondly, what does equilibrium have to do with it? Whenever you balance the pencil on top the other one, it results in a very unstable system, and it is in such a way that even the slightest bit of force is sufficient enough to cause displacement on that pencil. Like, you put the pencil down and you wait for it. You say, Charlie, Charlie, where are you? And stuff like that. Even the vibrations from your voice is contains enough sufficient force to cause that pencil to move. And when that pencil is displaced by that sufficient force, usually it takes a rotational motion when it takes rotational motion when it's being displaced. So basically that's all about it. And honestly, this thing has been tested out, and even without saying the name, the pencil can move, because a slight force, a very slight force, is enough to cause displacement in that very unstable system, which has very unstable equilibrium. As simple as that. And secondly, so if this is all science and this is nothing about any demons or any spirits moving on it, why do people believe it? It's very simple. It's called the power of suggestion. So one thing about paranormal activity is that whenever people try to experience it, they usually employ a sort of response expectancy. That is, they are anticipating that something will occur. They are not being skeptical about it. They are not being just normal about it. They are anticipating a response, or anticipating a reaction, or anticipating an experience. And then that adds to the confirmation bias, which greatly affects the truth about such experience, or about such reaction, or about such response. So usually it always happens in all those paranormal games like Bloody Mary or the Ouija board and all that stuff. And what connects all these together is called the ideomotor effect. It's first described in the 19th century by English doctor and physiologist William Carpenter, which suggests that involuntary muscular movements of people, or involuntary actions of people, can cause objects to move. For example, speaking, or vibrations of their voice and stuff like that. And in the Ouija board, um, involuntary muscular movements of the person. Some people even call it magic thinking. And then we also have the phenomenon of pareidolia, where people always try to connect different events, let's say random events. Oh, this happened, this happened, this happened. This must come from an intelligent source. This must be an intelligent message. When it's simply all just random, it's just a human mind trying to make connections and trying to construct connections and trying to construct explanations without further investigation into what might have caused it. So it's a reflex action that causes people to just assume that, oh, this is some kind of supernatural force, without even trying to investigate. Why is this thing moving? Could it be that it's physical? Or is there a supernatural effects to it? And Occam's razor requires that we always choose the easier explanation. In being that whenever you see something happen, let's say a book fall down, or something door closed by itself, or for example that Charlie pencil moves, don't assume, oh, this is some supernatural occurrence. Instead, take the simple one where you can find falsifiable facts and try to investigate first. So basically, it doesn't matter if you believe me or if you don't believe me. It's science. You can try it yourself. I even have a video of me trying it, which I'll upload to this channel later. And honestly, it's just disappointing. When I tried it myself, I was even wondering why the heck someone can believe this. But it's science. If you don't want to try it, you're on your own. If you want to try it, you're on your own. But it still remains as a fact. There's no spirit or demon behind it. Doesn't matter whether you believe in them or not. Fact is, nothing is involved in this. So basically, that's all I have to say. There are many other videos disproving this Charlie whatever, and you can check them out on YouTube. I'll post out the sources of my information right in the description, so that if you want to go and study some more about center of gravity, or disproving the Charlie Charlie challenge, or the origin of the Charlie Charlie challenge and all that, you can go and check it out and read and investigate for yourself, instead of being gullible and believing whatever you hear on the internet. So till we meet again in the next video, au revoir, à bientôt.